Cris Valerio is standing by with YouTube's head of video advertising sales, Suzie Reider. Cris?
Thanks, Margaret. That's right. Suzie, thank you so much for joining us. So I want to kick off just by asking a little bit about the interest you've seen, because everyone's talking about this Super Bowl being the social Super Bowl. You've had huge interest, right? So tell me a little bit about the increase that you've seen.
Yeah, huge interest. I think you can look at it from a few different angles. You can look at interest from users and from people who are coming to YouTube to watch the Super Bowl ads. And you can also look at interest from the marketing community, from advertisers. So we had double the interest this year from last year from marketers and advertisers.
So when we look at overall digital ad spending, clearly it doesn't compare to the $3.5 million that they're spending on a 30-second ad. But what percentage of ad revenues are you seeing go towards spending, building out a social strategy with, for instance, YouTube?
I think it's hard to quote exact statistics, but I can tell you that the interest and the investments in video advertising in 2012, it feels like there's going to be tremendous momentum around it. If you look at just the $80 billion that's spent in this country on television, we are going to see a dramatic shift as that revenue continues to come online.
A lot of times when people talk about online advertising dollars, it seemed as kind of a finite amount because people direct a certain percentage of their advertising dollars to the online, and they compare a lot with what people are spending on Facebook versus what they're spending on Twitter versus what they're spending, for instance, on YouTube. How do you view it in those terms, and do you think that YouTube is well positioned from that display advertising standpoint?
Well, YouTube is very well positioned because YouTube is primarily video advertising, and I think you have to think about the commercial today in 2012. Think about the commercial as content, and YouTube is an unbelievable platform to have commercials which are really content, and the Super Bowl commercials that are up on YouTube are really good examples of that.
So do you view Twitter and Facebook competitors for the same advertising dollars, or do you see that pie getting bigger? I guess
well,
that's what I'm asking.
they're competitors for the same advertising dollars because we're all hoping to bring more of the television revenue onto these digital platforms, but they aren't video platforms. So YouTube is the largest video sharing site in the world. There are over 4 billion videos that are viewed off of YouTube a day. So it's different. You know, Facebook's advertising opportunities and Twitter's advertising opportunities are really different, whereas YouTube is squarely about video, which is really about content.
So I saw the top search in Google last night was Madonna, and on Twitter it was Madonna is 53. That was the trending topic. What kind of numbers are you expecting when you look at the actual, what numbers are you looking at right now for the video views?
Well, we don't have final tabulation of all of the video views of the commercials that ran yesterday. We'll have that in the next couple days.
Great. Thank you so much, Suzie Reider, the head of global advertising sales at YouTube.